So, yesterday I was in San Antonio at one of our conferences. We had about 2,000 people there, and David Goggins was one of the keynotes. We had a great time. Afterwards, these guys rented out the entire Alamo in San Antonio. Dinner, food, entertainment, drinks, open bar. And one of the guys comes up to me, young guy, and says, Pat, what can I do to increase the speed of success? I want to win, but I want to win faster. Is there a hack or hacks? I said, there's different hacks, but I'll give you the one hack that'll give you a big edge. I said, assuming you are willing to work hard, you are clear on what you want, you have desire and ambition to do it. Let's say you have those. Because if you don't have those, it doesn't matter what I tell you. But let's assume you have those. Assuming you have those, right? Is there a hack? Absolutely. I said years ago to this kid I was talking to, he was about 22, 23 years old. I said years ago, a guy who was in Hollywood came up to me and said, Pat, what is the fastest way for me to make it in Hollywood? I said, why are you asking me? I'm a business guy. He says, well, you went from being a no-name guy in the world of business. You come out of the military, you don't have a degree, you made it. So I guess some of the principles can apply. What would you say? I said, if I were to tell you the one hack, it probably would be this. I said, there is nothing more powerful than finding a running mate who believes in you. Nothing more powerful who believes in you, understands your flaws, understands your mistakes, understands those things, but you guys have a strong bond together. You trust each other. Nothing leaks between the two of you guys because you guys back each other up. You find that running mate, things change. Let me explain to you. Hollywood. Look at Hollywood. If you wanted to make it in Hollywood, Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, do you know how many movies they've done together? Many. Go count them. So many. Just type in Vince Vaughn, Jon Favreau. Movies after movies, Swingers, Couples Retreat, movies after movies after movies. Look at Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. Look at Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. Look at Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper. Look at that. That's a running mate, right? Think about Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. Very opposite. Look at Wells and Fargo. Ends up becoming Wells Fargo. Look at Hewlett and Packard. Ends up becoming Hewlett Packard. Look at Steve Wozniak and Jobs. Ends up becoming Apple. Do you really think Apple is going to exist without Wozniak? You really think, I interviewed Wozniak 10 years ago, you think Steve Jobs would be who he is in the history books if there wasn't a Wozniak? No way in the world. You think Jordan is Jordan without Pippen? You think Pippen is who he is without Jordan? So what is the moral of the story here today for you? Look, a couple things. One, everybody says, well, how do I find a running mate? Number one, be a great running mate. So everybody wants you as a running mate. The number one thing to attracting a great running mate is by being a great running mate. Your team, the person you're looking for that you want to run with, he's going to sit there and say, oh my gosh, this guy's amazing. He wants to win as bad as me, if not more. This is great. I love working with a guy like this. You got to be that. So when then you become that and you start kind of scoping things out and you start looking at people and saying, oh, I'd love to have that as a running mate. I'd love to have this guy as a running mate. In a world of business, year after year after year, I'm always looking at hiring people to be running mates. And I'm looking at people that want it as bad as I do, that have different strengths that I don't have. And every single time, you see somebody who wins at a pace faster than anybody else, you will find somebody that had a running mate. Iverson never won a championship. He didn't have a running mate. LeBron didn't win a championship the first time around in Cleveland. He had a running mate the second time around, Dwayne Wade. The third time around he won in Cleveland, he had a running mate named Kyrie Irving. No matter what game you look at, it's all about a running mate. So I got a message for you. Who do you want as a running mate? And who do you need to be to find a running mate? And if you do have your running mate right now, does he want it as bad as you? Does she want it as bad as you? Do you want it as bad as they do? Because if the two of you do, the industry is going to know about you very, very soon. Whatever company you're in, whatever business you're in, the marketplace is going to know about you extremely fast, extremely. And by the way, understand this, running mate doesn't mean that you guys get along all the time. A running mate doesn't mean that you guys don't, behind closed doors, drop a couple F-bombs and curse each other. You have some bad falling out moments of pissed off at each other and like ticked off at each other. But at the end of the day, when the dust settles, you come back to yourself and you realize this guy, this girl, this lady wants it as bad as I do. And if anything else, he hasn't broken character. He keeps his words, doesn't have loose lips. We respect each other in the essence of knowing we want to do something big together. And we're having fun and we're enjoying it, even through the madness. If you find that, do whatever you can to maintain that relationship. Because as good as things are right now, when the running mate and your success starts compounding, everybody in the world starts finding out about the two of you guys. So, one, be a great running mate. Two, go find your running mate. Three, when you do find it, do whatever you can to run for a long time together because crazy things can happen. Anyways, have a great week, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.